Okay, so this is going to be a quick tutorial on how to do all of Terry's special moves, including both of his side Bs, his up B, his down B, and his neutral B. This video will also include his go moves, Buster Wolf, and Power Geyser. And so, starting off, the first thing I'm going to, just as a kind of notice, for all of his special moves, instead of just doing side B, you're going to do side A, which does the different move. And so it's not going to be side B, it's going to be side A. So it's going to be kind of like a tilt, but with the input. Okay, so starting off, his neutral B, which is his power wave, if you tap it, see if I can go over here. So if you tap it, 9.6, as you can see in the top where it says total damage, it does 9.6 if you just do the move regularly. But the input for this move is probably the easiest. It's where you hold the button and it does 10.8. So there's not a huge amount of difference, but it's pretty easy. So tapping it and then holding it. So tapping it goes not as far, but if you hold it, it goes a little bit further. As you can see, they're basically about the same, but the bigger one goes just a slight bit further. Okay, so moving on to his special moves. First one is going to be Crack Shoot, and now Crack Shoot is going to be the exact opposite of his I'm not sure exactly what that move is, but it's his forwards facing side B. And so to do Crack Shoot, what you're going to do is you're going to hold the toggle downwards, face backwards, like you're gonna crouch and then walk backwards, and then click A. So I'll show a quick clip of what that looks like. So it's like this. You're going to hold your toggle controller down, pull back, and then click A. So it's not down, back, and B like you would expect. So this is Crack Shoot. This is his special form of it that does more damage. And it's like this. So down, back, A. And you do have a little bit of time to do this. It's not like you have to go like this and do it immediately. You can kind of go like that and kind of do it casually. Okay, so back to Terry's moves. So we just talked about his reverse side B, which is Crack Shoot. Crack Shoot, which is this. And then the special form of it. Now we're going to discuss his side B, which this is what it looks like. Normally, this is his forward-facing side B, by the way. And then here's what the special form looks like. So, you may have caught it there, but if I put the speed onto, slow, here's his side B. See, there's blue flames all the way across as he's doing it. So, as he does the move, blue flames all the way. Now that's the important part. That's how you know you did the move regularly. But if you do the special form of the move, you see that? There's green flames behind him. So there's no longer blue flames. It's now blue, green, and yellow flames. And I'm going to include a quick clip of what that looks like on your controller. Okay, so here's your controller. And this move is not like the other moves, because this move you're actually pressing B. And so, remember, this way is Crack Shoot. Down, this way is Crack Shoot. And so it's the exact opposite. Down and to forward facing. Now this will be reversed. So if your opponent is here and Terry is here, okay? Terry, if you do his side B, so this is Terry, if you do his side B in the direction of your opponent, it will do the move that I just showed in the clip. But if you do it the reverse direction, he'll do Crack Shoot. So you have to be facing your opponent. And so you're going to go down to the right and B. Or basically, you're going down and towards your opponent. And Crack Shoot is down in the opposite direction of your opponent. This is going to be down towards your opponent, B. And same with Crack Shoot. You have a little bit of leeway to do this, because you just, boom. And so, yeah, that's what it looks like. Okay, so the next move we're going to be discussing is going to be Terry's up B. So here's what it looks like normally, and here is what it looks like when the special move activates. So there's not really that much to be able to tell, but if I reset my camera and kind of run away from Mega Man here, actually no, let's see if I make it fixed. So as I do up B, he goes a decent amount, like basically like 1.5 jumps. But if I hold down and do it, he goes a little bit up higher and has a little more invincibility. So if I go into my settings and turn on invincibility, so you see when I go up, you can see his legs turn blue. But if I hold down and do the move, you see he has a lot more invincibility. And so the way you do this move, I'm not going to include a clip. It's pretty simple. You're basically just going to crouch for a moment and then do up B. So here's regular, down, up B. So here's the regular damage, 16.6. Then here's the damage with his special up B, 19.9. So it does a little more damage, gives him a little bit more invincibility, and goes a little higher. Now, you might be thinking, well, how can I use this if I'm falling to be able to hold down and do up B? So a good way to do this, if you air dodge, you can hold down and then do up B the second you can. So I mean, I touched the ground there, so it didn't really count. But if you're up high in the air and you do an air dodge up and then you can do it, kind of like that. So if you're falling, you can air dodge up and then hold down, like, so like, the second I air dodge, I'm gonna hold down. Boom. So you see how it just now did it as I hit the bottom? So by the time you're done air dodging, I mean, it's very situational, but it's probably gonna be mostly used to go like that on stage and just kind of hit people like that if you want to. So once again, down, up, and that's how you do it. Okay, so the last of his normal special moves before we get into his big moves is going to be his down B, which is power dunk. So this move will connect in front of him, hit them up, and then hit them down. And this is true. So if you go up to your opponent and hit them like that, it will hit them into your second hit. So this move will also spike off stage if you're like on the stage, and you can hit them off and it does spike. So now the way you're going to do this move is it's going to be, so regularly is down B, and the special input is going to be walk forward, except you're not walking, you're just going to hold forward. You're going to go down. You're going to do like a mix of forward and down, like you would crouch walk. Some characters have a crouch walk, which is where you crouch and hold forward a little bit, and that's kind of what it is. So it's forward, down, a little forward, and then A. So here's what it looks like. It is a little tricky to pull off because you have to be very, very precise with this, and this is probably the hardest one in my opinion to pull off. So it's pretty tricky to do. So normal down B damage is 18 exactly. This might take me a try or two to get. So it's 4, kind of like that. I mean, I did include a down tilt, but that's what it is. So it's basically the same thing without the down tilt. And once again, well, that's not what I wanted to do, but still, that's just how you do it. I'm going to show the clip of how you're supposed to do that. So me personally, I have a pretty hard time pulling this off. So this is probably the hardest out of all of his special moves to do. So what you're going to do is you're going to push toggle towards your opponent, down, and like this. This is what I'm talking about. So it's not exactly forward, it's not exactly down, it's like right here in the middle. And then you're going to press A. So not B, A. So forward, down, this. So you can kind of go like that. So forward, down, middle, A. You kind of, so you can kind of like swoop it if you want to do that, like right as you're about to get up to here, and just go kind of like that. So once again, forward, down, a little bit in between, A. So the main thing you got to be like focused on is that you don't click A too early. Okay, so that's all of Terry's special moves out of the way. And now we're going to talk about his power moves or go moves, which is indicated by this little icon here that says go. So now, when Terry is at, hold on. So when Terry's at 0%, you see there's no icon. It's Terry, my name, and his percentage. But when I increase my percent, so like look at Terry, focus on Terry, so see there's nothing as you increase your percent. 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, and then boom. See that? And so there's going to be a little noise that kind of pops up as you hear that. So when you're at 100%, you can do both of Terry's moves, which is Buster Wolf and Power Geyser. So these moves are both pretty difficult to pull off because you have to be very precise with the moves. So the first one I'm going to show off is Buster Wolf. And the way you're going to do this is hold down, forward, and then click A. So that's what the move looks like. It does 24% exactly. And one more time. Well, that was Power Geyser, which is the other move I'm going to discuss in a little bit. It is a little tricky to pull off. There you go. Yeah, so that's what it looks like. So you're basically going to run up to them, grab them, and then hit them. And so I'm going to show the clip of how you actually do that move on a controller. I feel very sad. As I was recording, the metal piece on my tripod literally snapped. So we have an extra one, so it's all good. But bruh, what is the chances of that bike? Okay, back to the video with the new tripod. So this is going to be Buster Wolf, and it's down, forward, A. So, I mean, you have quite a bit of time. Like, most people, I feel like, make it seem like it's like that and do it, but it's not. It's like, you can go whoosh, whoosh. So there's two pretty simple ways to do this. One, you can either go, like, you can kind of, like, swoop it like this, and kind of, like, roll it against that like this. Or you can make, like, a circle. You can go like that, like that. So you don't want to go like this. You want to go from here, kind of like that. So it's like whoop. Or no, not like that. It's like whoop. I personally do it like this and swoop it. And that's how you do it. Okay, so far we have covered all of Terry's special moves. We've covered his Buster Wolf. And now we're going to cover his Power Geyser. So that is what it looks like. Now, this move is kind of difficult to pull off. It does 31.2, so it does a little bit more than Buster Wolf. And in my opinion, it's a little better, because if you can hit somebody up and kind of do it, like, you can catch people while they're, like, gonna jump get up, neutral get up, and sometimes even rolling if you space your, like, if you're, like, so, if Mega Man is, like, right where the ledge is, and you kind of stand back a little bit, because this move is angled, like that. So you see how it's kind of at a angle, so it kind of goes from here to here. There's kind of like an angle. And so you can do that, so I can kind of stand back like maybe here, and so I can catch him if he tries to roll or like jump and maybe even neutral get up. And then you can kind of follow up. And so I'm going to show you the clip of what that looks like. Okay, so here's what that move looks like. It's going to be down, away from your opponent, towards your opponent, A. So down, away, swoop, forward. So it is not this. This is not how you do it. You have to go kind of like this. So it's like, the easiest way to do this, in my opinion, is to go like this. And so, it's a very strong move that's very useful, and I think that you will like it. Guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe. It would be very appreciated. I really hope that this guide helped you in some way, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.